Okay, with me now is Todd Jennings, who is the director of the Rock the Ridge 50-mile race challenge here at the Mohawk Preserve tomorrow. And please tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that you've had to deal with just in setting up this race.
Well, the challenges in setting up the race have been for the last 9 months or so, mainly in first trying to figure out what the best course was, and there were about 3 iterations of that. But then the second challenge was getting people to come out. What we found was, in very quick stead, that it wasn't hard at all, because all we had to do was post pictures of the Mohawk Preserve on the internet, and people came out. You know, people signed up in droves. We expected 100 people at the most the first year. We got 200 people. We're overjoyed. We've raised $86,000. The fundraising continues. So all I really have left, all the heavy lifting is done. All we have to do is get people across the finish line.
Hank Alakandri, who is the head ranger here at the Mohawk Preserve, who actually prepared, did a lot of the preparation for the 50 Rock the Ridge 50 challenge. So I have to ask you, Hank, how has this been in preparing for an event like this? Maybe you could tell us a little bit about what's involved in this kind of. This is a challenge for yourself as well as for the runners.
Yeah, it's a fairly big event, and it includes some nighttime operations. And the preserve has mobilized a corps of about 90 different volunteers to help support the race. So those are course marshals, aid station people, sweeps, leads. So that's what we've really been working on.
It's Norm Galuskin from the Mohawk Preserve Board of Directors, and also Norm, a long-time marathoner, long-time runner. Do you do 50-mile runs, or is this a new experience for you?
Well, actually, in the past I've done 100-kilometer, which is 62 miles. So I have some experience, but that was a long time ago.
I've seen you run at the False Point Challenge, several times, but that's only 10. So that's a real easy stroll, I guess, for you.
Well, it's never easy because you're pushing.
And Sue, have you ever run a race this long before? Something tells me yes, no?
No, I've never done 50 milers. A bunch of marathons, but I'm making the jump to ultra marathon.
Okay, well, how do you prepare for something like that?
Really long practice runs.
Hey, with me now is a terrific relay team that's going to be on board tomorrow for the Rock the Ridge 50, and their names are
Marty,
Kate,
Silas,
And Greg.
Okay, so you're from New York City. Oh, great. So are you staying close by? Are you staying overnight nearby?
yes, we're spending a couple of nights.
So we're going to be looking for you out there. Okay, so good luck tomorrow. Nephew, who is our winner. Ben, congratulations.
Thanks.
Todd,
Yeah, great job,
love
Ben.
for you to
Very
talk
excited.
to Ben a little bit about some of the rigors of the race. And first of all, have you done a 50 before? I imagine you've done several.
I've done several, some hilly, some road races. This is in between.
So how did you find the day in terms of the weather and the course and stuff like that?
It was nice. I've always been looking for like a more runnable 50 that's on trails because I prefer to trails to road. And it's a beautiful course. I run these mostly the single track and some of the carriage road out here all the time, but there's no real ultras in the area. So it was nice to have this opportunity. I mean, it was great. I mean, you hit a lot of the high points of the area. It had a lot of good variation to kind of give your legs a break.
I think with with you taking part this year,
Yeah.
and a lot of the other national and local elites seeing that, hey, somebody came out, they ran a great time. Maybe hopefully it'll build out the elite category in Rock the Ridge. Although we have sort of another component that are people who are just
Right.
doing their 50 for the first time.
Yeah.
But glad to have you here. Congratulations again.
Thanks.
Very good, Ben.
Okay, with me now is Jackie Kehoe, who is the winner, first female, winner in the female competition for the Rock the Ridge race today. And I saw you a couple of times out there. We're so happy for you, for your victory. Congratulations,
Thank you very
first of all.
much.
How was it? How was it getting through?
It was really tough, but I think I ran a smart race. I went out really slowly, which I think was really important. And those last 5 miles, I really had to grind it out. It was really painful, but yeah, good experience overall.
I saw you a couple of times because we kept on changing places, so I do probably have a couple of stills of you out there on some of the roads. It was probably a little easier in the morning when it was cooler.
Definitely.
It did get a little bit warmer.
Yeah, I started to get more dehydrated throughout the day, and I made it really tough.
So how did you find that? Were there enough hydration stops along
Plenty.
the way?
Yeah, it was great. I didn't even have to really refill my hydration pack, so that was really nice.
Are you from the area? Do you know the preserve? Or
I know it a little bit. I'm not from the area. I'm from Westchester.
Okay.
So, but I come up here a lot with my boyfriend, my friends.
Well, congratulations. It was a great
you.
effort, and you look terrific out there. And
you
we're
very
so
much.
happy to have you as our winner of the female on the Rock the Ridge race. And stay well, and thanks for coming.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye. Hey, look who we have standing before you is our favorite team, okay? And it's the Pulse Faults team. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, okay, it's all over now. How did you find the course today?
That's nice. I liked it. Lots of space.
I'm coming back.
Yeah.
The view was great.
It was amazing.
The view was amazing.
If you've never been here before, you have to come.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of you taking still pictures out there, and it looked like you guys were enjoying yourselves. I don't see you. I remember seeing you at one point or another on Overcliff Road. Whoever went first had the benefit of being a little cooler, because it was cooler this morning at 6 o'clock. And now it's approaching like 68, 70 degrees. So that was probably the hardest thing to deal with.
Although it was downhill, it was warm.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Okay, okay. Well, it looks like you had a really fun time, okay?
Yes.
And we're so glad that you were able to participate. And once again, this was our favorite relay team, and they were the Pulse and Faults relay team for the Rock the Ridge. Thanks, guys.
No worries.
Thank you.
Number one.